Hey, good morning. Welcome to the JeepSolid Garage. Today I'm going to replace the starter on my 2012 Jeep Wrangler. This is a super easy process I'm going to take you guys through. First thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery, the negative battery terminal here. Loosen that, disconnect the cable. And now I've already tested my battery. I know that my battery is not the issue. I know it's the starter because the battery tests at 12.8 volts. I don't have any corrosion. The cables themselves, I have good connection there, 12.8 volts. When I start it, my voltage drop is okay. It's not the battery. When I turn on my key, I just get a click, click, a couple times, then it'll kick on. So I can hear the solenoid on the starter. Let me show you. Right here, the solenoid on the starter, I can hear it firing and trying to fire the starter. My current starter is dying, it needs to be replaced. So that's my symptom. Click, click, my battery's okay, and then it'll start like on the third time, so we're replacing the starter. And partway through, I discover a tip that really made it a lot easier. Right, over here on the driver's side, down underneath, our starter is right there. There it is. Let's start by disconnecting the electrical. Pull that little pin back. That'll slide off. This pin actually looks like it's broken. No bueno. So once that guy's out of the way, then we'll disconnect the power up here. You can barely see the little stud back there. See if my Milwaukee will reach up there. Not from that angle. There we go. Just gonna have you guys watch from down here because can't get a camera up there and the wrench at the same time. Hopefully this Milwaukee has enough power to get this off. Got a little 12 millimeter on there. Oh shoot, I need a deep set. Yep, 12 millimeter ain't gonna work because the stud's in the way. 12 millimeter with a ratcheting socket here. Oh, is that gonna give me enough room? I can't even get that on there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna need to just take it off of there. So the two mounting bolts right here, 15 fits on both of these guys real good. Break those loose, drop the starter down, then we'll take the power off of it. There we go. If I did not have this articulating ratchet, let me show you guys this guy right here. I could not get these mounting bolts without this thing right now. I can't get my electric ratchet up there, my Milwaukee, love that thing. Can't get it up there. Can't get a standard ratchet up there, but this articulating one does the trick, especially on that upper bolt. So if you guys don't have one of these, highly recommend it for jobs like this. Makes these awkward situations a little bit better. I'll link one of these in the description below, along with the new starter for these Jeep Wranglers in the description below. Let's see if I have enough power on this now to get it out. There we go. So boy, getting this the power cord here to the starter, getting it off, a little bit of a pain. Even with the starter loose, the cable going to it, you just can't get quite enough movement on it. I can't get a standard socket on it because of the stud on the end. It's just a little too tall, but I don't have enough room to get a deep set socket on there. So I have resorted to a box end wrench. This is breaking it loose just fine. Hopefully I can get it to a point here in just a second where I can do it by hand. So this box end will just take forever. There we go. Gotta give myself a little more room with this wire loom, so I had to cut one of the tabs. It's just not wanting to push off of there though. Come on. There we go. That wire loom is loose now. Hopefully that'll give me enough room. There we go. Finally got the power cable off. There's just not a lot of room to work up here. There we go. Finally let loose. So yeah, fairly easy project, just 2 little plugs and 2 little bolts, but man, there's just not a lot of room to work down there, so that's what makes it difficult. Now we're gonna set our starters side by side, and we're gonna compare everything about them, make sure the studs are the same, the connections are the same, the bolt pattern's the same, the solenoids, everything, make sure they're exactly the same. You wanna make sure you got the right one. Now let's install our new one. And you know what? It looks like if I jack the frame of the Jeep up, let the axle and drive shaft drop down a little bit, it's gonna give me a lot more room, I think. So let's give it a try. I'll let you know. Well, it looks like I have a little more room. Let's see if I can get my wrench up there a little better. Oh yeah, having the axle down just a few inches makes a good bit of difference. So yeah, if you're doing this, jack your Jeep up a little bit, let this axle and drive shaft drop down. Give yourself as much room as possible when you're dealing with centimeters of room. Every little bit makes a difference. Yeah, that definitely made it a lot easier. So I got everything hooked back up. Let's connect our battery, fire it up, and see if it starts right up. But that actually starts so much stronger and so much quicker than it was earlier. I could tell that starter was just dying on me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my next video right up here and all the products I've linked below. Tools, new starter, that flexible socket wrench. That thing is so handy. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.